Hello guys, welcome to the world of Al-Nassr. I'm Mohammed Simakan. Let me start by apologizing for the audio of that video of the live of yesterday. It was not clear. Actually, it was not there. So I tried to do the preview of Al-Nassr, Al-Akhdoud tomorrow. So because of that audio, then we have to redo the video again. We're going to play against Al-Akhdoud, but one thing, Mohammed Simakan is injured. Therefore, he's going to be out for about 4 weeks. On the last match where we play against Al-Nassr, we played Abdullah Al-Amri on that position. But remember, we have two center backs which, of course, are qualified to play, which is Nada Al-Sharar and Abdullah Al-Amri. But we will play with Abdullah Al-Amri. I expect Abdullah Al-Amri to start tomorrow when we play against Al-Akhdoud. But one thing, I don't know, we're going to play more games, you know, because we can say he will be out for 4 weeks, but between the time of, let's say, tomorrow and it's gonna be about 5 games. So he won't participate on 5 games. One of those games is Al-Akhdoud tomorrow, but Al-Ettifaq, which Al-Ettifaq won yesterday, they played against Al-Riyadh. I was so surprised they won 2-0. And then after, we're going to play against Al-Ahli, which they lost today against Al-Fateh. On the 2nd, we're going to play against Al-Ahli. And after playing Al-Ahli and away to Al-Ahli, we then going to visit, no, we'll be at home at Al Park against Al-Qadsiya, I think on the 8th. And then after that, then we're going to play against, it's going to be a Riyadh derby. Al-Hilal Al-Nassr, number 1, number 2. Al-Hilal Al-Nassr, number 2 and number 1. Which number 1, of course, I believe the time we'll play against Al-Hilal will still be number 1 on the league. Because what we have to do is to manage, we're going to win against Al-Akhdoud, of course, and because with or without Mohammed Simakan, easy game, it's easy. We're going to take that game easy. So, but another game is going to be Al-Ettifaq. It's going to be a little bit strong. It's not easy, Al-Ettifaq, especially when it plays against Al-Nassr every time. Last season, we play against them. I think it was the second game of it was the 3rd game somewhere of the league. And then we played, we won 3-0, but a season before they won 2-1. We visit them at home. They won 2-1. And then now this season we must continue with that run of last season. And we were not playing well last season, but we managed to beat them to 3-0 at home, visiting them. So this time we must continue with that and do that. We must win. After that, immediately we'll be again away, because against Al-Ettifaq will be away, and we'll be away again against Al-Ahli, and we must manage that and win that, so that we can make it. We must manage that at least and make it at least 2 in a row, because since, let's say, the return of Al-Ahli in the league, from the second division, they never beat Al-Nassr on the league, including the cup, except they won on Super Cup, but on penalties. We played 2-2 and then they won on penalties. But on the open match, they never won. They never won Al-Nassr. They never won against Al-Nassr on an open match. So we have to continue with that game. We have to continue with that spirit. If we continue with that spirit, then win that match, we'll have to go and play against Al-Qadsiya, which is tough. Al-Qadsiya, We never won them last season. This is their second season now, since they returned to back to the league. So we have to then win this match. Until then, we go and play against Al-Hilal. But remember, Al-Hilal, last time when Al-Hilal won against Al-Nassr, it was that season of 2023-2024. They never won last season. We played 1-1 and then we beat them. Then we went and beat them at their home, 3-1. And we were not playing well again, just like when we did again. But this time we were worse and we managed to win that game. But this time they have the new coach. But I believe they don't have the clear striker. They won. They played against Al-Khalij. It was 3-0 before I do this video. They will play without Yassine Bono, and Koulibaly will play without Mane. So, but I still believe we're going to manage that. But we played against Al-Zawra, and we had the glimpse how we are going to play tomorrow against Al-Akhdoud. One of the players, our left back is back. Fahad Al-Nassr is back. So he started the match, and I believe he's going to start this match. Remember, it's a signing of the coach. I'm happy with him. I love him since he was playing for Al-Akhdoud. So it's again a signing of a coach. He will get minutes, he will get game time to play. So, but it will help us. Now we have how many? The players who can play this position. You have Bushal who can play here. You have Yaya who can play here. Now him. But it then gives you, because remember now, I thought maybe we're going to push Angelo as a winger and then we'll play Harib. But it seems like we're going to play with Wesley. Wesley will replace Mane, because Mane will be back after the 15th somewhere there of January. So we'll play Wesley on that position. He played and he scored. It seems like he's improving and he's adapting to the system of Jorge Jesus, our coach, Wesley. Because I was not happy with Wesley, I mean, when he started, and even right now, because along these 9 games, including the Champions League 2, for me, he was not playing well. But it seems like he's starting to adapt, and if it's going to help us, if he adapts on this system. But of course, he's going to be the one who's going to play there. Our 2 wingers is going to be him and Kingsley Coman. But again, it's going to help you if you have Fahad Al-Nassr. You can then push Yaya to play as a winger. Remember, Yaya can play as a midfielder, but he can still again play as an attacking midfielder. So you can push Yaya to go and play in that position, because you then have Sahad and I wonder if we can be able to sign a Saudi Arabian player, because we can't sign any foreigner. We have our number, not that we have reached the ceiling, but our number, except that we can't sell anyone, unless if then we can sell Bento. We can sell Bento, or we can take Bento to, and then we then put him on low somewhere, and then therefore then we can be able to sign either a midfielder or another center back, but not that. And for me, it must be either a midfielder or a right back. Either a midfielder or a right back. Then I think we'll be fine. But we can still sign in a Saudi Arabian player from somewhere, maybe from Al-Qadsiya or anywhere, one of the best players on the right wing. We can get a player there. But of course, the game of tomorrow, we have won 5-1 against Al-Zawra. Cristiano played that match. Of course, you know, it was a simple match. It was a practice match for our players to prepare for this match of Al-Akhdoud. Now, I believe we're going to, because that match we started, our goalkeeper, it was Bento. But I don't think we will still continue with Bento on that position. I believe it was Bento, but I don't think we're going to go. I think we'll go with Nawaf Al-Akhdoud. I think we'll go with Nawaf Al-Akhdoud. It's fresh. We have Rahed Al-Najjar, but if we're going to start with Nawaf Al-Akhdoud, then we can say now, maybe it's time for us to release Bento. But if Bento wants to play for Brazil, he must then request this loan. Say, let me leave. I will come the following season. Because now this season, of course, on these games we'll play with Rahed, with Nawaf Al-Akhdoud. And where we are now, we can say even Rahed Al-Najjar is better than Bento. Of course, Bento, maybe he needs to improve. He's still young, but the same age as Nawaf Al-Akhdoud. But in this position, you can have these two than him being a goalkeeper, our goalkeeper. So we'll go with Nawaf Al-Akhdoud, guys, and then we'll go with Sultan. I wouldn't be surprised if we go with Bushal. We can go with Bushal, but I think we'll go with an original number 2. We'll go with Sultan. And after then, we'll go with Abdullah Al-Amri. We are not going to go with Nada Al-Sharari. We'll go out with Abdullah Al-Amri. And then we'll go with Inigo Martinez. Of course, Inigo is the all. That position, he will help Abdullah Al-Amri. But remember, even Abdullah Al-Amri, even if we are not comfortable or we are not going to be comfortable with him, but somewhere, I think he will then adapt and become, he scored against Al-Zawura. That I hope that it boosted his confidence. But of course, you can say Abdullah Al-Amri is a proven player to compete, because he went, remember, he went on loan to Al-Ittihad, won the Saudi Professional League last season and the Kings Cup, and he was participating in most of the matches. So he's the right player to stand for Mohammed Simakan, to replace Mohammed Simakan, of course. And then after Abdullah Al-Amri and Inigo, then we'll go with Fahad Al-Nassr. Of course, we'll go with him. Played well, and if he's fit, that position belongs to him. One thing about our coach is that his players always plays. So you expect Sahad to play on that position. And then after then we'll go with Brozo and Angelo. Brozo and Angelo, they played on that previous match. Angelo and then left after maybe 60-something minutes. We'll go with them. This is our two midfielders, which we'll go with. And then one of our winger, Kingsley Coman, of course, we can say that. And then we'll go with Wesley. After Wesley, then straight away, then is Joao and Cristiano Ronaldo. Kamara played that match of Al-Zawura. You know, Kamara is when we win, maybe we are winning 4-0, 5-0, and Cristiano scored 2. The coach decided, let me remove Cristiano, because come this January is going to be a lot of games, guys. Lot of games. I can tell you now, on the 2nd, we are playing on January. On the 8th, we are playing of January. We are playing on the 12th against Al Hilal. Not only that, we are playing on the after on the 12th. Around on the 18th, we are playing around there, or the 16th, 17th, 18th, we are playing against Al Shabaab. After that, we are playing Domak FC around there, and then after that, we are playing Al Tawoun away to Al Tawoun, and Al Tawoun is on form. They won 2-0 against Al-Akhdoud today. And then after that, then we are playing Al-Akhdoud away, which has lost many games. It's not going to be easy. And then that's where then after we're going to play against Al-Ittihad. I think we're still going to play against Al-Ittihad right in January. So it's going to be a long month of January, where we're going to play big teams. Almost all of the big teams, we're going to play them here. All of the informed teams, we're going to play them here. We're going to play everyone almost here. And then, but after that, then we're going to see, I mean, the light after this, because we can take this as a tunnel. After this end of the tunnel, then that's where we're going to see now a little bit of light, because then we're going to go straight to February. But don't forget that immediately then we're going to participate on the Champions League 2, which I believe we're going to win this one. So we have to manage these 3 games, the coming next 3 games of Al-Akhdoud, of Al-Ettifaq, Al-Aghli. And then, of course, when we're going to play against Al-Qadsiya, we'll be at home. Let's just win that one. And then that's where then we can decide if we play draw or we win our match against Al-Hilal. But we are in form, guys. We are in form. And guys, before we leave, Al-Hilal is playing. I mean, they won 3-2. Al-Khalij from behind, they scored 2. If we can catch this Al-Hilal now, if we can catch this team now, we'll settle the score. We'll settle the debate. If we can catch them now, this Al-Hilal, which played against Al-Qadsiya 2-2, went and played against Al-Ali 2-2, 3-2 against this. If we can catch them, we'll settle the debate. But thank you very much, guys. Please like the video, subscribe, push that notification, and thank you. Bye.